Hello, my divine gods and goddesses. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so I'm gonna just start with this off and let you know this will be a Chick Fil A mukbang, and I will talk to you guys on anxiety a little bit. All of this food is not mine. I got me two chicken sandwiches and some fries because I can't lie, I've just been drinking shakes for like a week or so, and I'm making up for the pounds I lost. Look, I lost 4 pounds. I'm not really trying to gain the pounds back. But your girl is kind of hungry. So, yeah. Like, I've been drinking shakes for breakfast and lunch. And I've been snacking in between on these two. I already talked about those in my last video. It's the cauliflower crackers and my coconut cookies. So, okay. I got me two spicy deluxe chicken sandwiches with no cheese. Yes. I had already put some Polynesian sauce on it, as you can tell. I got Polynesian, barbecue, and mustard. I have lemonade. This is my mom's, and this is my dad's. One of these fries are mine. But yeah. So, I'm ready to eat, period. But, okay. So, I'm just excited. Give me 1 second. So anxiety is just thoughts, like basically overthinking. Sometimes they can start off as positive thoughts. Like, I know a lot of people, they don't think that. But if you're like me, I have positive thoughts. And sometimes, like, I'll just keep thinking about those positive thoughts. I get so excited. I hype myself up. And I'm kind of like an introvert, extrovert. But when I have my introverted moments, I think so much. And so I get so excited and hyped up off of my positive thoughts to the point where if I'm thinking for a long time, they'll start turning negative. Because now I just feel like I need to fix something or just think positive about something, just something to think about. Like, that's just how I spend time myself, honestly. But it's not good to do that. So, it's basically like just overthinking and thinking negative, and you can think positive for too long, and then your thoughts will become negative. So, it's good. I'm over here moisturizing the fries with my sandwich. So, yeah. It is good. So, how to get rid of overthinking is a lot of different ways and methods you can do. For one, you can go walking outside or inside, exercising basically. You can dance, sing, listen to some gospel music, pray, meditate, be around family, friends, your significant other. Positive affirmations. Thank you, my cameraman. That's a very, very big help. Positive affirmations really train your mind to think positive. So I know I'm don't talk my mouth full, but I mean, I know y'all don't want to just sit and watch me eat quietly. But, so I'm just going to do this and, let y'all know. Also, breathing as well. Breathing exercises help. I don't know if y'all just seen my dad. He just looked like Master Shifu. But for real, breathing is very good. Like, that can be the best drug ever. I ain't gonna tell you no story. You have a food addiction, you're stressed out, any type of drug addiction, you addicted to sex, anger, all that type of stuff. Literally, breathe in your mouth. Hold in however long you want to, and out your nose or out your mouth. Or sometimes you can breathe in your nose. And you feel so much lighter with life. You really do. Like I just did. I really did. So, I mean, it's very helpful. A lot of different ways you can stop anxiety. It really is. Also, venting. Venting is very good. Depends on how many times you talk about the same situation, though, honestly. Because sometimes you overvent and you talk about that situation, you have not found any resolution or solution to any of your problems. You just keep talking about the problems over and over again. You're creating anxiety. And sometimes you can trigger other people's anxiety when you do that. So good. Mm-hmm. Definitely spicy. So, some affirmations you can do to slow down your thinking and calm down your anxiety. If you have a fear of death, first, sometimes it's good to acknowledge your fear. I'm like, hey, I'm scared of dying. That's it. Like, ain't nobody gonna judge you. A lot of people be scared of dying. I'm pretty sure that's everybody's biggest fear. But then you have to realize, you know what I'm saying, your connection with God is very important. And I'm a person, I believe, of reincarnation. I don't believe in dying, like we live again. So, with that being said, I'm sorry, y'all. This food kind of distracting. Now I don't want to get cold either. But knowing that you live again, basically, and God do not want you to fail at anything. God wants you to succeed and wants you to be the best person that you can be. And with that being said, He wouldn't put you in a situation for your harm. He only wants you to be prosperous. So death, sometimes we view it as if we would never exist again. Like that's just the end of our life. And especially if we don't do everything right to get to heaven. We don't have to do everything right. Even your wrongs are right and perfect in God. So, with that being said, you live again through any situation. And if we're scared of pain, for real, without pain, there's no growth in life. Pain produces growth. So, with that being said, pain is only temporary. Pain leads you to pleasure. No matter how you die or whatever, because sometimes people be scared of how they die. Like I used to be scared of that. I was like, shoot, if I die anyway, I'd rather die in my sleep. But now I don't care. Honestly, for real, for real. Like I've been through a lot of pain, and it caused me to go through a lot of pleasure with life. I need more sauce, and I've been sugarcoating it. It's that Polynesian sauce. It's so good, y'all. I have not been on Polynesian sauce for a long time, honestly. I really just got on it last year in December. But it's so sweet. It gives me sweet and sour vibes. No sweet and sour sauce. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm very distracted by this food. But this is what we came here for, period. Watch me eat and talk. And sometimes I can't do both. So some affirmations you can do are I am good enough. I'm proud of myself. My anxiety does not define me. I am more than my anxiety. I will live. I will survive. I will conquer. And a lot of times, because I used to have like panic attacks and all type of stuff, know that you're not in danger. So I'm safe. I'm provided for. I'm successful. And all this really has a lot to do with your root chakra as well. So if there's something in particular that you really want to heal, look up root chakra meditations. That's literally what it's all about. Your root chakra is about anxiety and overcoming it, releasing it. Once you release your fears, you let in faith. And you have to think faithful. It's not just like, sometimes it will automatically come to you. And the way it will come to you is different ways. Through other people, through your higher self, which is the voice in your head that's always going to tell you something positive. It's not going to tell you anything negative. Through God. Mm, 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 mm. I know I'm not full already. So basically, you can meditate as well, and it will calm you. It's good not to over meditate because sometimes over meditating will cause more problems. So what I do is, and what I learn how to do is 2 times 20 minutes out of the day. So that's basically 40 minutes out your day. You're spending time with yourself, you're healing yourself. Turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. The way you do it is sometimes affirmations. Get used to doing the affirmations, positive affirmations. Then, when you start meditating, start thinking of all the negative thoughts that you thought about yourself or that other people told you were. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes in life we're children, from a child, we're defined by what society think of us, our family members, our friends, pastors, all that type of stuff. You have to define yourself. Our goal in life is to create ourselves over, create our own thoughts, manifest them into life. So once you do that, you're fine. You think negative, don't let them negative thoughts out. Because that's what it's about. You have to own how you feel about yourself. When you feel guilty, let yourself know that, hey, I feel guilty. And I ain't gonna lie, it might feel a little crazy at first. Then you turn around and say, hey, I feel innocent. That's how you manifest. That's how you affirm. That's how you create positivity in your life. We don't hide what's going on with us. You should be your own best friend in life. So if you don't tell nobody else how you feel about yourself or the wrongs that you done or the shame that you feel, you tell yourself that. Because it's going to be you that helps you survive in life. It's going to be you who going to lift you up no matter how you feel. Other people, they have their own problems going on. You can always vent to other people, but you can't put too much on other people because everyone have their own problems going on. Everyone can't handle your problems for you as well. So you give it to you, and when you feel alone, give it to God. You your biggest motivation in life. That's how you're supposed to feel about yourself. You're supposed to feel like you're a God because you came from God. You're supposed to feel like you're a goddess because you came from God. So that's why I call y'all divine gods and goddesses. And I've been a goddess, period. Even in my rough times, I ain't gonna lie. I have rough times. I have times I get angry. I get upset. I'm not a hypocrite. But I'm honest enough to say, you know what? After I get angry, upset, I turn my negative into positive. I right my wrongs. And that's something I'm going to continue to do in life. And I swear I'm going to clean up this table when I'm done. But yeah, life is all about growth. And in order to grow, you have to feel pain. You can't be scared of that pain. That pain ain't going to kill you. It's only going to make you stronger. Your bounce back game is going to be so strong afterwards. Still finna eat this other chicken sandwich. I told you I was full. I don't know. I don't know if I'm full. I don't. I don't. Maybe I just need more juice to drink. But I tell you what I'm not finna do. I'm not saving no chicken sandwich to eat tomorrow. Who does that? Bread gonna be soggy. I'm finna eat. It's felt like a good idea when I first said I wanted it. Oh man. Shout out my daddy, y'all. I'm laughing at him. He told me to put my glasses up. That's real though, cause them things, I don't know. They be want to fall out. They be soggy and everything. The glasses be soggy. Yo, that's sagging. What you sagging for? Stay on my face, friend. We gotta see today. What you saying? I think that's really all I want to say for real, because I don't know. I'm working on myself to the point I explain stuff, but honestly, I love a good pastor or preacher, honestly. But I know about just a lot of people, even myself. We over explain stuff. Like, okay, I understood you the first time. Don't keep saying the same. So that's what everybody be telling me. And I'm actually getting a lot better with it because I can over explain stuff sometimes. Because I'm like, I don't know if you understand me the first time or how I said it or presented it to you. Would you understand it? So sometimes I over explain stuff, but guess what? That's also a form of overthinking sometimes. Because you just thought for somebody else to say, you know what? They probably ain't understood what I said. So I'm going to keep explaining myself so they can understand it. But they already understood it the first time. Them folks get you, man. And if they don't get you, that's up to them to tell you. I'm not as hungry as I thought I was, y'all. But it's still good though. It's still as good as I thought I thought it was. So that don't matter. I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? Some barbecue. But for real though, them shakes been working. Them shakes are working for me, man. Cause I've been full. Like as soon as I drank the shake, I'm full. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like a few more minutes later, I be needing something to drink and a little snack. Cause they did say you supposed to snack in between. That's why I snack. And I make sure my snacks be healthy. And it's a immune health shake as well. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I be going to the bathroom. You ain't going to the bathroom. What you doing?